Like everybody can like look around at our pictures. I can pass out different things. There's several of our group members here, and we'll start mixing up the plaster and show you how to cast a track. And like in the woods, if you do go in the woods, you can just get like a regular little tape measure, and if you do
That's
see
between Germantown and Tivoli.
you can just
I got one of these
like
on the
measure
shelf.
it.
We'd like to, yeah, we want to make sure,
Photograph it.
Yeah.
what we want to do is educate people on how to, when you see something, how to document it. Because by the time we receive the report and are able to get out there, the proof is either gone or the weather has been an issue. But if you're out hiking and you have a backpack anyway, you might, you know, even if you don't have the casting material, if you even have a measuring device or something.
Or if you take a picture,
Yeah.
put something next to it that gives you
Anything
a
for
scale.
scale, and that'll help
Pack of
us.
cigarettes or,
Yeah,
you know,
anything, you know.
pen or,
We just want to educate people on, if you see something like that, you know, don't freak out about it, but document it. That way we can go out there and say, ooh, yeah, you know, you got this, or. Because we can't hit every report that comes in at that moment. If the weather is bad, a blizzard comes in or the snow comes in, but we want to get out there and see it. But by that time, the proof or the evidence may be long gone, you know.
If you're out in the woods, the best thing is to use your senses. Your feeling and your smell. Because you're going to feel it, if they're out there, you're going to feel them. Because if they don't want you there, they're gonna, in one part of the country they call it wooing. Down south they call it wooing, in Texas they call it wooing. Here we call it zapping. But it's like you get hit with a shock wave. And we actually have a picture of one of us getting hit with the shock wave, and we got a 10-foot global light encircling us with 5 shots in the truck.
Well, Pete's been zapped. I've been zapped twice.
Yeah, she went right down. Boom.
And I went right down. I went right down.
I had a trapper on the property right before she came, 10 minutes before she came. And he walked out to the fence, and our son, he's been out there since he's 7 years old now, with his father trapping. He went right down. Connie comes there to take a picture of the trout that I trained, and she got knocked out.
Oh, I got
as soon as she
knocked
took the camera out.
right down.
Do you guys find that you have find more things or run into Bigfoots if you're walking on the trail more, or if you're like
No, you know what it
walking
is?
through the woods?
I found them because I started interacting with nature a lot,
Yeah.
and they were kind of interested. I have koi that I raise,
Yeah.
so for 5 years they watched me interact with the koi. And then they took 2 of them, and then they came down and they would watch the koi, and then as I was out there feeding the koi, I would hear them walking in the water. And usually you never hear them because they move around without making sound. There's a lot of things that you really don't want to say because people would say, no, it's impossible. But I talk to people all across the country that have these sites, and they find the same thing. You find they go up in balls of light. They kind of float across the ground. That's why you get only one track every so often.
What's crazy about his property that he's talking about, I never knew Pete, and I never went to Pete, I just heard about him. And Gail brought me over there, and we were uninvited, we weren't scheduled to show up or anything like this. And Pete took us to the property line where it enters the woods, and he whistles. And just not even 2 seconds after his whistle was over, in the forest, on the other side of the stream in the forest, a whistle back, a perfectly the same exact pitch, tone, right back at him. I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody was living in his woods. Like I thought somebody was waiting there, but it couldn't have been. Like we were unannounced, you know. Like we went back there looking, and nothing but the whistle right back at you.
They'll imitate you, or when my little niece and nephew come up.
Weird property.
Well, I
2
think
days
your,
later,
I think your answer to your question is yes, all of the above.
And you think it's a party.
There is no set,
Yeah, I was just wondering, 'cause usually I'm usually walking off the path.
yeah, you can be on the path, off the path, you could be sitting on a rock,
I had a new group
looking
come
at the
in.
river, and all of a sudden you can hear something, see something. There is no rhyme or reason to sightings or verbal, audio,
These guys didn't know
nothing.
anything about-
If they're there in that vicinity, they're gonna make
Every
themselves
time I went
known,
out there, we
because they don't want you there,
Yeah.
go like this.
you know.
This is
Then when I put the
some area
food
that
out,
we
we
found.
treat them.
It's amazing.
After about 4
The more
months,
remote,
when I
the
was
better.
out feeding the fish, I
The more
went
The more remote, the
You
better.
can go the, you
for me
know,
to come,
Expensive.
and then they
the
would
better your odds.
for me to put the
I
food.
don't know, it's
So they
probably
do-
deteriorated
they do
because
one.
I've had
You can go to this place in the Catskills, in between West Hill Mountain and Hunter Mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead
Yeah, we're in the Catskills, between Hunter Mountain and
West.
Creeks that they need to-
Okay, 'cause I come from, near Slide Mountain.
Yeah, you can see it. You can kind of near there, you know.
They,
Yeah.
I've had one at night, I had a truck in my.
I've been really curious
Green
about
County.
I'm gonna go
One was
ahead.
right there sitting there, it looks like a
Tops of their heads,
just sitting.
but
It goes in between the two.
found this weird looking trap.
Go way back.
We got kind of close to the
And
bush
it looks like a
We
wolf-like
kind
trap.
of intruded on
Have you
it.
contacted?
And now I find I don't
So,
chase them
you
anymore.
know, I think we found another one by the creek.
We have one that's very,
And so,
he's really attached to
after we
me.
got home and started reviewing our video,
I had
we
some bears I hired today.
bipedal creature that we know is a Sasquatch.
So one day we're home on my porch, and I said, here's a
So
big
I
human
talked to other, yeah, I talked to
Also,
other
we're sitting there,
researchers from
two
across
guys
the
open the front
country,
door, they're all
and
sitting
they've
on
been
the
getting
porch.
pictures
And they all got
and
his
reports of this bipedal dog-like creature, the Florida dog man or the wolf man, whatever you want to call it.
Over 3 years
And
ago.
then we found other pictures of them from the same day, the same video, stacked up in a tree.
And as
That
time goes by, the
one
later
particular thing, it's got the long snout of a dog and pointy ears. You can see
And I took them
part
up
of
in the
his ear.
woods, and this one that happened to be.
So, you know, there's other creatures out there that are not only Sasquatch.
And that's
This is the nest that we found up my creek. And it's like, it wouldn't be
just doesn't happen. She
protection
was
from
very
the
sure.
elements, but like I said, we take them, they might stick their babies in there, or take a nap, or whatever. And
Sometimes
this is,
they'll,
the situation
Another thing
like
they do is they hug
stick, walking stick that they left the homeowner.
I have no apples, me and my
She
copy
left
they'll
a
break
deer
up leaves,
head,
tools, and
dead
just
deer
like
head, rocks,
deer
all
house.
kinds of freaky stuff. Some of the trees that were broken that night when I told you of the 30th. I can tell the size, these are
They vibrate on the
huge
different
live
speed that we
trees.
do, that's why we don't see
That,
them.
I
But they
mean,
can't keep it up
you
24
would have
hours
to
a
have
day, that's why
superhuman
people do
strength,
siphon.
and they do.
And they do leave.
So like I said, if they wanted to harm us, they could
You're
have.
never gonna see
So I
them.
really don't think that they're out
You're
to
never find them.
harm people,
You have to
you
just
know.
see
I
they
think
just have
that
to be
they're
there.
just curious, but if
After you're with them a
come
long
into
time,
their area and
they
you
just start vibrating.
it's like they're home.
Yeah, really, it's
Just
not-
go chasing in there and they have the young ones,
They
you
start
know.
showing
And they
themselves.
just let you know
It's
if they're
gray
there
and
and just
almost
kind of back
translucent.
off. Don't make eye contact
So the
with
longer you're
them.
around
They
them,
tell you
the
that,
better you attract
you know, nod and just go away.
It's hard to describe.
Well, I'm going to do what that,
There's a chirping.
Say
the
again?
Bassett
Hey, Gail.
said
Say
about
again?
communication.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is I'm gonna try with the pad and the pen, because they're actually drawing pictures of, like,
Yeah.
holding hands all connected. Like, it's really amazing, Sasquatch,
And,
Ontario.
you know, Gail and I have talked about this one of our hot spots. We'd like to take a couple of folding chairs,
Yeah,
a flute and a drum, and just set the chairs in the middle of our hot zone
yeah,
and let them come to us.
Right.
We're gonna do that come, probably summer,
yeah.
yeah.
I do have a Native American drum, and I meant to bring it, and the flute, because they do like music and they love the drum, because we've done that in the past, and just let them approach us if they want to, and that would be.
We know they're there, but we want them to come to us. We don't want them to feel threatened that we're on the hunt or we're trying to be there, you know, for not good purposes. But I think they know us enough now where they're starting to let us know their presence.
Right.
They let us know they're
actually
there.
letting us photograph them. I mean, they're not gonna stand out and say, geez, but they're actually, you know, they know we have the camera. And I mean, you can see how timid in this picture. Well, I'll have a better picture to show you, but they were so frightened that
Yeah.
they, you know, when we saw the picture, we're like, oh
Like, oh,
God,
we
you know,
scared
they were
them. Yeah,
so
we're
scared
frightened.
of
Yeah.
us. They were just like hiding. So, yeah, I can find that picture, but you can like move around if you want.
It's amazing.
And I have tons more pictures over here I can show you.
Wild,
There's so much evidence around
we
here.
called them black cranberries.
Oh, yeah.
They're a black raspberry.
Well, this is from the clear video. These are
Every hour they go to
black
look
spots.
I heard you speak here.
I came from a city, years ago, we city for 30 years. I never expected it, but the thing was, I used to live up here in 199. I used to go down houses.
I'm gonna be putting this on YouTube. Do you guys mind?
No.
Because we like to put our events that we have on our YouTube channel. So just so you know.
I don't mind. Thank you for asking.
We just want to bring awareness, but we have such a huge population here now in this area of the Hudson Valley that we want to protect them. We don't want to harass them. We know they're here. We're not going to go out every weekend and go looking for them. If someone has a sighting, we'll go out and look at the area and see their evidence and such. But we know they're there. And, you know, we don't want to harass them, but we want to protect them. Oh my goodness. Many, many, many years. I had a sighting myself in Colorado in 1987, so it's been that long. And yeah, it's incredible. They've been around a long time. So it's exciting, actually. Yeah.
That's when I thought it was a bed.
We're gonna have to go check that out.
And it was easy, 9, 10 feet. I didn't think it was. So I thought it was a bed. But it was telling me that was the one that came very attached to me for a long time. It leaves me gifts. Like I had a kid that wanted to have 3 stumps in front of it. And I gave him down the chainsaw and he was cutting. Last time I looked, he had a lot of dirt built up in it, so as soon as that blade hits the dirt, it's shot. I gave him 3 blades. Couldn't do it. Next day, now this is horse water, there's no rock, there's nothing on the property, it's all clay.
Well, this is Connie with Bigfoot Researchers of the Hudson Valley, and tonight we have like a round table discussion. We've had a good turnout. We're very pleased with the questions that people have asked. We have local colleges around here, and that are right by the Hudson Valley River, rather. And
I mean, I'm gonna see you guys.
we just wanted to bring to our viewers a little idea of the kind of events that we hold. We'll go ahead and put this on YouTube and make sure that everyone kind of knows what we're all about. I think you already know by now, but we're excited about the fact that we have some new equipment coming in, and we're going to be doing a lot more investigations out in the field. So this is Connie and Gail with Bigfoot Researchers of the Hudson Valley. Gail?
If you ever do that.
They actually left, until I knew what it was, they actually left.
All right, we're going to sign off for tonight, 31st of January, 2015. We have our meeting we have about once every other month. The Enchanted Cafe in Red Hook, New York. We've had a great turnout tonight, and we hope that you will view our YouTube channel. Signing off.